Hello and welcome back. Here's my question. Are you pro-Palestine or Hamas, or are you pro-Israel? I mean, these are important questions, obviously, because you've got to take a side. Or do you? Here's an invite. When you are directed by mainstream media to go down a given path, maybe there's another solution. Now, the saddening thing that I hear and I listen to often with mainstream media is these wars, whether it's the Ukraine war, and before that obviously we had Iraq and all the other wars, yeah. Now, who benefits from the wars? Well, it's obviously the military-industrial complex and governments and banks. So if you follow the money, we all know this. But when asked to take a side, this is where the unconscious, and I'm being polite, silliness occurs, because I don't need to. Because I believe, and again, I don't know if these are factual because I've done further due diligence on these things, that the people involved that are all riling up the Palestinians and Hamas to hurt people on the Israeli side are also involved on the Israeli side doing it back. It's the same. It's like the seer. Yeah, they're the same. And of course, the duality with the media showing, well, actually, no. Well, here's a question for you. Who's the most sophisticated, intelligent organisation on the planet? And I think if you did your due diligence, you'd probably come up with Mossad. Yeah, they were created on the 13th of December in 1949. Israel came to fruition, or was labelled, in 1948. Because remember, God doesn't create lines on maps, only man does. And with that, then you've got the separation. Yeah. Silliness, really. Unconscious. And yet, so many civilians, children, women and men slaughtered. And yet the media constantly bombards you and I with small bits which may have some basis of fact or reality, but really, if you ask any sane person, do they want a war? No, thank you. Not on my watch. Just leave me alone. I just want to be left in peace. So who does want a war? Well, obviously the corporations. Corporate HQ is a Coup UK Government, and obviously in other countries as well. You just follow the money. Pogo in 1950 said, "We have met the enemy, and the enemy is us." Yeah. Now, I've never been to Israel. I would love to go there, and I've never been to the Gaza Strip. However, I'm sure from some of the pictures that I've seen, it really is bad. It really is toxic. But the exact corporations involved in keeping this war going are the ones obviously making the money, and that's the military-industrial complex. That's your banks. Yeah, and governments. And then we allow this to go on. But really what we need to do is shine the light we want it shone, because I am pro-peace. Yes, I may be into civil disobedience and maybe a saboteur in some aspects when I see what goes on. Constant lies, the misinformation and the deceit, the party gates and all the rest of it. But we really don't want the light to shine there. We want to shine the light on areas related to peace, and also how the mind, wherever the mind, how it works with this duality. Yeah, we don't need to take sides. Divide and conquer. This is what goes on in the media. Take a side. The BBC. Yeah, we need to. We're pro Israel. Really? I'm not pro Israel. I'm not pro Hamas. No. So the invite is just to be aware that constantly you and I are being invited down a path which usually leads into more pain and suffering. We don't need to go there. Yeah, I stopped paying my BBC license back in 2020, and for a good reason, and I have no intention until Tony Blair is brought before a war tribunal to get it back, and all the other atrocities that go on. So again, it's not about making them wrong. Where do we want the light to shine? How can we leave this place better than when we arrive? Obviously, it's powerful where we put this, these, where we put these, where we put this, where we put this, and of course, where we put these. Very powerful. These are powerful ways of voting. And you and I, in every moment, are given those opportunities. So maybe turn off the mainstream media. Maybe look at other sources. But just be mindful that where your intention goes, so comes your experiences. And if you're constantly bombarded, even if it's on so-called your side of the fence, it may not be serving you. What is beautiful in the world? What can you do to leave this place better than when you arrive. Me, I'm constantly picking up trash on the streets when I walk along. I don't care what's sitting here. I mean, I just pick it up and put it in the next bin. That's just one simple example. I get organic food delivered every week. I support a local farmer. Get to know your local farmers now, or pay your doctors more later. These are some facts. So just be mindful of the duality which is constantly bombarded via mainstream media. When you do a little bit more due diligence, you know that you're being lied to. Stop it. What's beautiful in the world? My love and blessings. Go forth. Bye for now.